Practical 4, we have to discuss the rate of hydrolysis of halogen alkane. Rate of hydrolysis means like how much time these halogen alkane will take to break down. So what we do, we can set up 3 test tubes, like we take 3 test tubes. Test tube A, B and C. And we fill it. Each test tube we took 1 cm cube of ethanol, because halogen alkanes they are not water soluble, so that's why we are using alcohol as a solvent. So we use 1 cm cube of ethanol and we add 2 drops of halogen alkane, like iodoalkane, bromoalkane and chloroalkane. Then place the test tube in a warm water bath around 60 degrees centigrade. Along with the test tube, zero point 0.1 mole per dm cube of silver nitrate is added. So like we have chloroalkane, we have bromoalkane and we have iodoalkane, and then we add silver nitrate. This reaction cannot occur at room temperature because it's having a high activation energy, and we want the reaction to occur faster. And we maintain at 60 degree, around, like using a water bath, we maintain a temperature of 60. Like temperature of test tube A is 60, test tube B is 60 and test tube C is also 60. Then as a result, make measure and record the time taken for precipitate to form in each test tube. So what we'll do, we will start a stopwatch. So we'll start a stopwatch and we'll find how much time the precipitate will take to form. Like example, silver chloride will be there, AgCl, silver bromide will be from AgBr, and silver iodide is there, AgI. So the color of the precipitate can give us an idea, like this will give a white PPT, this will be cream color precipitate, and silver iodide will be yellow precipitate. So the one which form like the precipitate faster, it means the hydrolysis is occur at a faster rate, because the rate of the reaction is inversely proportional to time. So if it occur in a short time, it means it is having a faster rate. Then what are the key points which you should consider? The key point, like the nucleophilic, this is a nucleophilic substitution reaction where what happened, the water molecule will displace this, or the water molecule contain H and OH, so hydroxide ion will displace the halide ion, and that halide ion will mix with silver to form a silver halide. The variable you should control, like the things which you should control, should be either like nature of the halide, like changing the halide, so or the it can be primary, secondary or tertiary halide. So if we are like amount of the sample which we took, that should be same, the temperature should be same, because we can carry out this either, if we are changing the halide, then it should be same time. Like only if I say the chlorine is attached, like I'm taking a primary halogen alkane, so I should take primary halogen alkane for chlorine, I should take primary halogen alkane for bromine, and I should take primary halogen alkane for iodine, for a fair comparison. I cannot take like a halogen alkane which contain chloride, that is primary, then another halogen alkane which contain bromine, that is secondary, and the third one is tertiary. That won't be effective, because the rate of hydrolysis not only depends on the type of halide attached, it is also depending on type of halide itself, a type of halogen alkane, such as primary, secondary or tertiary. So if you are taking halogen alkanes, so all of them should be either primary, or all of them should be secondary, or all of them should be tertiary. Then error, what can be the sources of the error, or how we can reduce them? So we are using a water bath to control a temperature. Otherwise, if the temperature cannot be controlled, so it will leads to error. Or use low temperature to reduce the rate of reaction. This will make the time difference more pronounced, and it will produce less, because like if the temperature is high, maybe the reaction occur within 3 seconds, so the percentage error will be high because the value recorded is small. If we reduce or lower the temperature, like same experiment is repeated around 40 degrees, so the halogen alkane will take longer time. So we record a longer time. If we record a longer time, so the percentage error will be reduced because the value recorded will be higher. Expected result: if you have a chloroalkane, white PPT, bromo, cream, and iodo, yellow. And the one which form the quickest, iodo will form quickest as compared to bromo, and bromo will form faster compared to chloro. So these results reflect the relative carbon halogen bond strength, because the carbon iodine bond Ci bond is weaker bond, so it can break easily. That's why it can react faster. Is it clear that how we can study the rate of hydrolysis of halogen alkane?